Good evening. I'm Maria Laukai with the New Dawn FM News. The headlines. Minister Masu commends BEC decision to ban international border crossing in Bougainville. Enforcing the rule of law in Bougainville is everyone's responsibility. Bougainville Department of Health prioritized 3 programs to strengthen health in the region. Boca Police asked PMB drivers not to deny students to access PMB services, and Sir Aldous of Solmal wants answer from the government. The news in detail. Member for South Bougainville and Minister for Communication and Information Technology, Honorable Timothy Masu, has commended the Bougainville Executive Council on its recent decision to ban border crossing. Minister Masu stated that this is part of Bougainville's proactive measure to keep the region safe from foreign threats. As you may be aware, we have our border processing center. However, due to the COVID-19, we have also put a stop to immediately opening the center, he said. Minister Masu said he supports the decision and calls for everyone to respect the BEC decision. He stressed that the global situation of COVID-19 is indeed serious and people must take every precaution necessary to keep safe. He urged the people from Buin Siwai, Bana, Torokina to comply with this decision and not to venture out at this time. Minister Masu commends the President, Honorable Chief Dr. John Momis, for stopping several ministers' trips to Korea, taking note that at this point in time, Korea has become one of the largest COVID-19 infection zones in the globe. He concluded that the BEC decision must stand and asked everyone to work together to keep the region and people free from ongoing international threats. Peace building in the autonomous region of Bougainville is not the responsibility of police, leaders, youth, and chiefs only, but everyone's responsibility, says Police Sergeant Leslie Metten. Sergeant Metten said the responsibility of the Bougainville Police Service, empowered and mandated by the Constitution, is to carry out their constitutional duty to enforce the law without no fear, favor, malice, and ill will. He said the paramount responsibility of the Bougainville Police Force is to enforce the law in saving the people of Bougainville, protecting lives and properties. Everyone has the responsibility to enforce the rule of law in the region, and it is also the responsibility of the government of the day to make policing accessible to everyone, Sergeant Metten said. He said there are a lot of places in the region like Motlok and Tasman that police service is not available to enforce the law because of the lack of logistic support. It is now up to the government to make policing available and make law and order accessible to these places to build the capacity of the Bougainville Police Service, he said. The Bougainville Department of Health has prioritized 3 important programs in the health sector. According to the Health Secretary, Mr. Clement Totawun, the 3 programs prioritized are the health promotion, public health nutrition, and water supply and hygiene. Health promotion program is basically to inform and promote health through health programs, advocacy programs, and awareness programs so that the people are aware and protect themselves against the different types of disease. Mr. Totavun said public health nutrition program is very important as nutrition is a vital component in human development. He said the department is focused on improving the nutrition program to minimize high burden of high malnutrition and high percentage of stunting in the region. Mr. Totabun, elaborating about the third program, said WAS is all about having access to quality water and sanitation services in the region. He said at the moment the WASH program did not meet the standard that the department wanted until it was made a department's priority in 2018. Mr. Totabun added that since 2018 WASH activities were carried out and WASH in schools was also established in partnership with UNICEF and the Department of Education. You are listening to New Dawn FM News. Boca Police Sergeant Leslie Metten is asking bus drivers to give opportunity to the students to access PMB services. Sergeant Metten said the students have the right to access PMB services and the PMB drivers must not deny their rights. He said that PMV vehicles got their licenses to provide transport service to the people of Bougainville and therefore they must not deny individuals' rights. Sergeant Metten appeals to the PMV drivers to accept the students into their PMVs even though their fares are not enough. He said that the students are Bougainville's future resources that everyone must contribute in one way or another to help and educate them for the sake of Bougainville. The Chief of Banoni, Patrick Heromate, on behalf of the Solmol shareholders, has requested for answer from the ABG about the operational state of Solmol through New Dawn FM. Solmol, that was under the Bougainville Import-Export Group Company, as declared by Mr. Heromate, is one of the state-owned enterprises of ABG, where its shares has been sold for 500 per shareholder. He said now the company is no longer operating and therefore the shareholders are asking for answers from the finance minister for ABG. Mr. Heromate said shareholders want a financial report on Solmol from the Minister for Finance so that they can know what has been done with their money. Chief Heromate also requesting the government to provide answers for why those SOEs stopped operating and why the foreign investors who are leading those SOEs are no longer in the region. Finally, to end the English bulletin, here are the news headlines again. Minister Masu commends BEC decision to ban international border crossing in Bougainville. Enforcing the rule of law in Bougainville is everyone's responsibility. Bougainville Department of Health prioritized 3 programs to strengthen health in the region. Boca Police Sergeant asked PMV drivers not to deny students to access PMV services, and shareholders of Solmal want answer from the government. The New Dawn FM English Bulletin ends on that note. For more news, please visit the 2 New Dawn FM sites on www.bougainville.typet.com, www.bougainvillenews.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. You can also listen to our news on New Dawn FM YouTube page. On behalf of the news team, I'm Maria Laukai. You have a pleasant evening. Ina wankai news lo Tok Pisin, me Maria Laukai yet is tapon temu. Member of South Bougainville na Minister of Communication na Information Technology, Honorable Timothy Masu, mitok hamamas long Bougainville Executive Council lo stopim border crossing ikam long Bougainville. Minister Masu, Mr. Masu and mitok olsem on this time Bougainville he must look out him yet long all kind sick blo arasite. Igat office finish lo kangu post tasol only no open because long COVID-19. Mr. Matthew is supporting decision from BEC na missing out lo all the people lo respect him this pla BEC decision. Na emi talk more sem because lo COVID-19 all the people he must look out him more yet good long this pla time. Emi sing out long all people blom buin siwa bana Torokina long behind him this pla lo na no can go out long this pla time. Mr. Matthew, Emitok Hamamas, long President, long Autonomous Bougainville Government, Chief Dr. John Mumis, long stop him, Sampla Minister Usati Masgolo, Korea long displa week because Korea one pla long all halfway coronavirus is stop long end. Lo pinisim tok blongem emitok BEC imasan up strong na askim all getaman lo walk one time long make him region or make him Bougainville or sem by mas no can kiss him this pla coronavirus where emistap long narpla hap long wall. Sergeant Leslie Metten even talk out also peace inside the autonomous region belong Bougainville emino responsibility belong police or leader youth na or chief tasol blow all getaman Mary. Sergeant Metten ito walk belong Bougainville police belong strong him law na order behind him mama law lo carry out this pla walk belong all na by walking walk straight can favor him sampla man or one time for it. Ito big pla responsibility belong Bougainville police force long strong him law long save him all people belong Bougainville na all property belong all. Walk lo all the people belong Bougainville long make sure law na order inside the region stop good. Na walk belong government long strong him walk belong police. Sergeant Metten ito. Talk more some sample hap long region or some modlock Tasman got police. Because got good plus support to mas long putting police long up. Now government must make sure he got police long or this pla halfway got now long look out him good law na order inside long Bougainville. Bougainville Department belong health prioritizing triple important program inside long health sector. Health Secretary Mr. Clement Totavun, he got triple program where only give him number one priority long health promotion, public health nutrition, na water supply, na hygiene. At promotion program, give him information, long health programs, or talk sabe or awareness program. He go long all people, but only can clear, not look out him more yet good, long all kind see. Mr. Totabunito, public health nutrition program important because one kind kai you me kai important long come up him good man or human development. Department look more long improving nutrition program by only can down him this plastic boon nothing where he untap through inside long region. Mr. Totabun talk more number 3 program was where he look long good quality water na good hablo putting pipia inside long region. Talk now was program being meet him standard where department even like him. Long department even give him priority long 2018. Mr. Totawun, he talk more start long 2018 was program only been carried out long on school one time walk Koroman na men long UNICEF na department long education. You walk lo harim new on FM News long Tok Pisin. Boca Police Sergeant Leslie Metten is sing out long or driver blo PMB long noken arousing or somatin long PMB. Sergeant Metten is talk also somatin he got right long kalaplo PMB service na all driver can deny rights belong all. Emi talk or PMB, ikisem license lo provide him service igo long people long Bougainville o semna o noken harausim samplaman. Sergeant Meten, I appeal igolo driver or bus crew long accepting or sumatin long or PMB maski PNB fair long or linonaf. Emitok or sumatin or future resource long Bougainville. Na all getaman Mary, he must contribute long helping more na all can school good long go hetim Bougainville long behind time. Chief Lombanoni, Patrick Harumate, he sing out igolong kapman, long took out long all people who sat even by sialong Solman. Solman and Bougainville import na export company, where one long all state-owned enterprise blow ABG na all people living by share long 500 kina 11 share older. And we talk, company work more, or semna or share older, he work lo ask him, finance minister lo ABG long make him report. Mr. Aromate ito, or share older, or like him financial report bro solmol by minister bro finance, he can talk out long him. Mr. Hermate emi talk out long government too, lo provide him answer long all SOEs where even stop na what for foreign investor which are tipping go past long all SOE stop more long region. Now this plan finish him New Dawn FM News. Now suppose you like looking more news, you can look long website for New Dawn FM long www.bougainville.typet.com, www.bougainvillenews.com. You can look him too lo Facebook na Twitter. Now you can hire him long New Dawn FM YouTube page. Mark him news team, maybe Maria Laukai, you got good planite.